Today, I'm excited to announce AirTag 2. Is the original cast gonna return for season 2?
Drew, this is a product, okay? It's the little Find My tag you attach to things.
Oh, sorry. It just reminded me of pointless sequels. We get a lot these days.
Now, Drew, I think you're forgetting that AirTag 2 has helped millions of stalkers track people.
It's what?
I'm sorry, it's helped millions of airlines get flooded with customer support tickets about their checked luggage.
Tim, I still don't think you're reading the right thing.
Oh my gosh, where did that teleprompter go? Oh, it's helped millions of people relocate their lost keys and wallets, and with AirTag 2, we're making it even easier.
How much easier could just a compass on a phone be?
Well, it'll work from further away.
That's good. Usually when I have to start looking for my lost wallet, I don't want to get up.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what we're going for, making life easier.
Does it come in black?
No, Drew, it's like AirPods. It has to be white plastic. That's what our supply chain can do.
Ugh, forget it. Yeah, it's kind of funny that in mid-2025, we're supposed to finally get an update to AirTags, but I gotta admit, I kind of wasn't expecting one. They're kind of a perfect product in many ways, and there's no display, there's no camera, it already has like a year-long battery life, so it's kind of hard to imagine how you make AirTags 2 even better. I mean, from the beginning, I always suggested it would be nice if the product already had a little hole in it for third-party accessories so that you can add it to a keyring without having to buy another $10 little plasticky piece, but Apple probably knows that's where the margins are. They lose money on the regular AirTag, but then they make like 3x margins on all those AirTag accessories out there. But that's not what's rumored. Apparently, according to the latest reports from people inside the circle, it's a shame they can't put AirTags on all these leaks, the main approach of the second generation AirTag is going to be increasing the range, which apparently they've already done with the second generation ultra-wideband chips that they've put in the latest iPhones, which essentially means that that little compass feature where you can precisely track down where an object is just with an arrow, that's going to work from like twice as far away as it does than the first generation AirTags. And there's also some talks in the reports that Apple might be relocating or at least restructuring the position of the speaker within the AirTag, because there were people who very quickly figured out how to disconnect the speaker and still have the AirTag keep working, which I gotta admit is probably one of the worst PR Apple's had in a while surrounding a brand new product category. Like, yes, Apple took the stance that AirTags are only meant for tracking things, not people, so it's not meant to really help you track down your item if it's been stolen, because then you would be tracking your thief, and that means not recovering as many items. Apple was willing to take that hit in functionality if it meant that the AirTag could not be easily used to track people down, and that means if the AirTag is moving with someone else, it will alert that person that an AirTag is on them. That includes the thief, unfortunately, which means the thief could easily find it, get rid of the AirTag, and then have your stuff. But there were creepy people out there that figured out they could drill a hole in a specific place on the AirTag so that the speaker doesn't work, therefore not notifying another person that it's traveling with, and that means it could be easily used to track people down. Someone could easily throw a modified AirTag inside someone's gym bag and try to figure out where they live, and there were some pretty horrifying stories because of that, unfortunately. So Apple's trying to find a way around this by probably designing the AirTag so that the wire that connects to the speaker is so integrated and so close to the power source that if you try to deactivate the speaker, then it just straight up won't work, or it'll basically lose power. And I think ultimately that's the right call. I know some people out there don't want it to notify people nearby by chirping, because then you can't track down your lost items if they are stolen, but it's just way too easily abused if it works that way, because people are just going to start attaching them to people's vehicles, which unfortunately did happen. And if it doesn't keep chirping to let people around it know that, hey, you're being tracked, like someone can see your location, then yeah, it just gets crazy and it gets weird way too fast. So I think Apple's making the right call, but that would be my only other suggestion to Apple with this next generation. I know it probably hurts their bottom line, but if they could just tweak it a little bit to have a little point come out on one end so that you could easily slap it onto key rings, I feel like that would go a long way. And I know I'm the weirdo out there, but now that I've got AirPods Pro supporting the Apple Watch charge puck method. And of course, the most popular watch in the world already charging on that mini MagSafe puck. I kind of wish it was an option to have a rechargeable AirTag, just because I'm the kind of lazy guy that doesn't keep coin cell batteries around the house. And if my AirTag dies, I'm sorry, I'm not going out of my way. I'm not going to the grocery store to buy a new coin cell to replace the battery in it. I would much rather just take the AirTag, throw it on an Apple Watch charge puck, even if that meant the battery didn't last as long, even if it lasted like 8 months or 6 months instead. I would rather do that, because it's going to be so much easier to just drop it on an Apple Watch charger than it is for me to go out and find where coin cells are sold. I know they're cheap, but it's more about the time thing. I've got enough things going on in my life. I don't want to add more errands to everything. So if my coin cell AirTag dies, I'm just not replacing it. And that's part of the reason I still don't have an AirTag. But Apple, if you want to sway me, if you want to convince me that AirTags 2 is worth it, that's probably the best way to do it. But like I said, rumors are all saying mid-2025 is when AirTags 2 should be dropping. That means likely at WWDC, in case you're wondering. So is it worth the wait? Probably not. You can already find AirTags 1 for very, very cheap now from third-party sources. If you want to keep track of something better, then it's still a decent buy. The new one will just be a little bit better and a little bit harder for stalkers to take advantage of. So this is one of the rare times where there's talk about a new product around the corner, and I don't think it should influence your purchase decision. These things are like 20 bucks at the end of the day. Who cares? Nothing major rumored for the redesign, but are there other things that would make you more interested in buying AirTags, or things that you wish Apple would come up with for the next gen? Feel free to drop your thoughts down in the comments below. And thank you to everybody supporting this channel directly. Seriously, helps us out a ton, as does just watching these videos. So thanks again. Have an excellent rest of your day.